Journal entry, Day 1. Well, I'm off to King Azorin's crypt. They never thought I'd make it here, but here I am, with the Devil's Key in my possession. The key to unlock the greatest hoard of treasure ever known to man. I didn't believe the stories until I found the key. The treasure must be real. Oh, I can't wait to see the look on their faces when I bring back the king's most coveted treasure. It will bring fame and honor to Harbor Kingdom, and not to mention a bump up in my social prestige. I will be renowned across the land as the greatest sailor on the west. It is said no man has ever laid eyes on the treasure since the mighty king's death. So covetous was he that he had shipped himself to an island and stayed with his treasure until his death. Many who sailed there to reclaim it were never heard of again. They say the king placed a curse on the island, preventing others from finding his great hoard. A curse? No such magic can be that powerful, I say. I am familiar with these waters. Some areas are filled with jagged rocks and other troubles that can only be overcome by the best of sailors. However, while I do not put stock on superstition, I'm not foolish enough to go at it alone. Byron is with me, the greatest navigator on the sea. He will guide our ship to its destination. Him and the crew will be handsomely rewarded and regard me as a true leader when our journey is done. The sea life can have its mixes of trials that can harm our health. For that, I've spared no expense in hiring Yolgor, a renowned priest in Harbor Kingdom, to aid us in our quest. He is a good man, yet quite dogmatic in belief. He would not approve of this journey, so I am keeping the minor details from him, at least for now, until he sees I am right. I am almost there. I can nearly feel the treasure in my hands. Some of it may accidentally slip into a stowaway chest, of moderate size, of course. This is surely a good price for my troubles. Day 7. The crew is in good spirits today. The sea has treated us well. Food, dance, and songs are of plenty. We are quite a merry group, except Yolgor. He seems affixed to the horizon. Perhaps the excessive food and chatter is something not so familiar to him. Oh well, such is the nature of a priest, I guess. Day 13. The ship is still in good spirits. However, Yolgor is beginning to ask questions. He is eyeing me suspiciously wherever I go. He cannot know where we're headed, can he? I mean, he's just a priest after all. Day 15. The key is still a secret and is still safe with me. However, Yolgor has deciphered our plans. In talking with the other crew members, who were given strict command to not reveal any of our intention to him, he pieced together where our voyage was taking us. He stormed into my room earlier today demanding I released him the Devil's Key. How did he know about it? It's just a myth after all, a fairy tale. Yet he spoke as if it was something real. I denied it, of course. I told him there was no such key. I don't think he bought the lie. Me? Lying to a priest? I will tell him. Eventually. We just need to get to the island before he sees what could be ours. In the meantime, I must be a little more vigilant with the key. I believe he will be watching more intently. Day 17. Yolgor is causing quite a bit of frustration for me. He seems to be getting to some of the men, and they seem to be reluctant to continue on. They're beginning to doubt the truth of the king's treasure. I don't know what had caused this doubt, but I tried hard to convince them to continue on. I feared they might have called for mutiny. We're so close, I can feel it. We are almost there. It's more than just a feeling, it's almost like a knowing. Day 21. That darned priest. He was the cause of all the dissension. He told the crew a key was required to access the treasure. The crew members got angry and voted to turn back. I had no choice. I had to show them the Devil's Key. For a priest, Yolgor is quite cunning. Luckily for me, This quickly quenched any doubt, and the crew members are at ease once again, still hopeful to find the treasure. However, Yolgor eyed me down. I quickly slipped the key into my pocket and returned to my quarters. Byron still seems pretty set in his commitment, luckily. The other men look to his leadership and skill and follow suit. It is Yolgor I am worried about now. Day 22. Yolgor barged into my room early this morning. He demanded me to relinquish the key to him. Of course I denied him, but he said the key was not used to unlock the treasure. He wouldn't explain. I'm beginning to grow suspicious of the priest. I think he wants to claim the treasure for himself. I got angry and demanded he leave my room. I reminded him that I hired him. Upon leaving me, he said that if we proceed, we will not find the treasure, only death. I couldn't help but get an eerie feeling. What does the Harbor Kingdom Temple teach these priests? Day 23. Early in the morning, Yolgor left in one of our spare docking boats. He invited any to come with him if they so chose. He warned us of death ahead. Only one went. The others stayed back by Byron's talk of glory and treasure. Good riddance, I say. We don't need Yolgor, him and his piety. He warned us to not cross the dead waters with the key in hand. If we do, we will not make it back alive. The last words he said to us as he sailed off was, "Beware the Kranchon." Day 27. I've lost the Devil's Key. I had it in my pocket until we passed the barriers leading into the dead waters. When I reached for it, it was gone. We're still looking. Maybe I dropped it somewhere. Oh, my foolishness. To come so close and lose the key? No worries, though. We have plenty of tools we can use to pry open any chest. Key or no key, we will get the King Azoran's treasure. Day 28. The weather seems to be unusual since we passed into the dead waters. There seems to be a consistent fog surrounding the surface. The water almost seems black at times. It is night now and no merry men is happening. The crew feel a weight of some kind, as if some feeling of dread. No one speaks of it, but we all feel it. I think it was due to Yolgor's warning. No matter. His tales of woes will not get our spirits down. Tomorrow, I will have a plan to boost them up. Day 29. My efforts to bring some joy to the crew started off fine at first. We decided to do a little bit of fishing to get some fresh food in our bellies. But all the fish were caught seemed very strange, sickly almost. The meat was no good and was bad to the taste. The men began to wonder and speak more of Yolgor's warning. That priest, I believe he cursed us. Surely he put a spell on us, I said to the crew. We will not let this curse stop us from our quest. We will carry on boldly for glory. Day 31. The waters are getting worse now. Even Byron is having trouble navigating the waters. We've been in a storm for a couple days. I've never seen this kind of weather before. There's something strange about it. Could the curse from the King Azoran be true? This is a curious matter. Luckily, Byron is still keeping on top of his skills and we have plenty of food, so we won't starve even if the fishing is no good. Day 33. Something seems to be working against us. The storm is getting worse. We saw off in the distance a focal point where the storm was at. A hurricane, perhaps? Some of the men are saying it took the shape of a large beast. They're calling it the Kranchon. This can't be. No beast of that size could ever exist. An illusion, I say. Day 34. 2 of the men went mad, jumped straight out of the ship into the water, as if they were called. We could not save them from the storm. The waves drew them far from us at a swift speed. Their clothing could still be seen with the backdrop of black water. But to my great terror, something seemed to come up and devour them whole. I'm beginning to think Yolgor was right. I think the devil key was not for any treasure. I may have inadvertently awakened a horror lurking in the deep. I think I may have doomed us all. Day 35. It is morning now, I think, but it still appears very dark. The storm has intensified and no one can sleep. Luckily, though, land is now within sight. Byron will probably be pushed to his limits trying to navigate through the jagged rocks ahead. I think even with his skills as a sailor, he will be pushed to the limit. I trust in his ability, though. I can't help but feel unsettled in my stomach, extremely unsettled. I feel like we may not reach our destination or the land at all, as if some doom is about to overtake us. The Kranchon. It is midday now, and we're still far from the island. We see a set of jagged rocks like spikes approaching from the distance. I've doomed us all. I write these messages and will place them in a vessel in hopes someone finds this account and takes warning. Do not seek the treasure of Azoran. Do not sail near the dead waters. Beware the Kranchon. This is my final farewell to the world. After reading the account, Yolgor placed the documents back into the tattered vessel. The multitude he summoned to the tavern at Harbor Kingdom stood silent, shocked at the discovery of this tale. He gave the warning about seeking out long-lost treasure surrounded by myth and bad omens. He walked back to the temple, and the crowd dispersed. Everyone, except a few young sailors looking to their horizon, doubtful of the story told by Yolgor, but now filled with the thrill of possibility in finding a king's treasure. Alright, you guys, I hope you liked the video of the Alaria lore video of the Kranchon crossover between the Alaria TCG universe and the Chaos Galaxy Beast. I think, Zach, you did such an excellent job with creating the Kranchon. It's funny, I guess you would have never thought that people would be making fan arts and lore videos of it, so excellent work. I had a lot of fun coming up with a story with it to fit in my universe. It was a lot of fun. Let me know what you guys think of this Kranchon fan art. Let me know in the comments below. And if you guys are not subscribed to my channel, you like what I do here, like the lore videos, you like my cards, I'd like to ask you, would you be willing to subscribe to my channel, please? I'd like to get it up to the 500 mark. We're on the road to 500. Thank you guys so much for supporting me and supporting this channel and everything that you guys do. I think this homemade trading card game community is so great. Everybody's always super supportive. So thank you so much. And again, a special shout out to Zach from Chaos Galaxy for creating such an awesome creature. The link to his channel will be in the description below, so go check him out. He is great. He's got a lot of great content. Thank you so much. Till next time.